to Rosie, the perfume lady. Let's talk about fall fragrances. First of all, it has been a while since I posted, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. I know, don't give me a hard time over it. I've been working, I've been traveling. It's been a little difficult to record videos when I travel since I did not come home for a while. So I decided not to record. But I'm about to record 5 videos and then you will see all of them over the next 5 weeks. Alright, so today this video is about fall fragrances. By the way, welcome to fall, and fall is my favorite time of the year. When I say this, it's because when I look back at my collection, also look at my wardrobe, my clothes, most of my clothes are like fall clothes, and also my fragrances. I would say 60% of my collection are fall fragrances. It's because I like those warm fragrances, those jasmine, those vetiver, those blackberry base, oud, amber, and ylang ylang that you find in fragrances. And those fragrances tend to be very warm and very beautiful to wear. So I wear more of the fall line fragrances. So today we're going to do things a little bit differently. Not only will I be telling you about the fragrances, but I'm not going to tell you about my opinion of the fragrances because you guys know already. Everything that I have in my collection is a love. If I don't love it, I either give it away, I sell it, or it is not part of my collection. So you would never hear me say that I don't like a fragrance if it's in my collection. I may not say I love it. I may say I like the fragrance, but if I like it and really like it, I will keep it. But if I really don't like this fragrance, it will be out of my collection. That's just the way that I am when it comes to fragrances. So the first fragrance that I want to talk about is from the Bon Number line, Dubai collection line. We'll be back. Alright, are you still with me? So let's talk about the first fragrance in this beautiful, gorgeous, ambery gold bottle. This is from the house of Bon Number 9. This is Dubai Amber. Dubai Amber was released in 2016. It is still one of my top amber fragrances. Okay, it has some pink pepper, some saffron, bergamot, of course raspberry, and some oud and jasmine, of course, and then on the base note you have some amber and some vanilla. This is a very beautiful fragrance. The first person who reviewed this fragrance from Fragrantica said, if you are a die-hard amber fan, one word for this creation is orgasmic. I completely agree with this person. This fragrance is orgasmic, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it's long-lasting. A second person said, this is rich, it's opulent, bold Middle Eastern amber style, saffron scent, and the person said there is no hidden funky chemical mess in this fragrance. And I agree. And he said, thank goodness. Unfortunately, lately, many niche companies and this kind of ingredients, they use them to enhance longevity and sealage, but Bon Number 9 made these as part of the entire fragrance. This is opulent, it's high quality, it's warm, it's hugging, and thumbs up for this fragrance. This person was not joking when he or she wrote this comment about this fragrance. This is absolutely one of the sexiest fragrances that you will have in your collection. Look at the bottle. There it is. A third person said, this would be a good beginner fragrance for someone that is looking for Middle Eastern oud perfume because the oud is not overpowering, right? And it goes very easy, but you also must go easy on the trigger. Slightly daring, but could be very daring for someone who's not used to oud and civet fragrances. Look, all of those comments I just read to you are right on point when it comes to this fragrance. If you've never used a very deep amber fragrance and you are not used to Middle Eastern fragrances with very heavy oud and civet, I would say before you buy this fragrance, you should try it. But if you are used to that type of fragrances, this needs to be part of your collection. I love it. This is my third bottle, and I will never be without this fragrance. I absolutely love this fragrance, and I hope if you get to try it, you'll come back here and let me know what you think of this fragrance. All right, the second fragrance for this collection of my fall 2022 fragrances is Alexandria II, Alexandria II, Alexandria II. Anyway, this is a lavender, rosewood, cinnamon, apple, rose, cedar, oud, vanilla, amber, and moss fragrance. The person who reviewed this fragrance said, if you want a perfume which dances salsa on your skin and transforms in 10 different ways with its complexity, this is it. Okay, it's rich, it's complex, it's a very great oriental formulation, and the person said, I guess it owns a very complex moss oud accord together with sandalwood, natural raw materials. Look, that person who mentioned these things I just read to you about this fragrance is right on point. He or she knows exactly what they are talking about. There was no other ways for me to describe this fragrance besides the way the person said it. This fragrance will transform into 10 different type of fragrances on your skin when you wear it. At first you're gonna hate it because it's very strong. Then you're gonna love it. You're going to fall in love with it. You're going to be in love with it. And then after maybe 20 hours, you're going to hate it because the scent will disappear. But look, I don't know where you are in your fragrance journey, but you need to try Alexandria II and make it part of your collection. Check out the bottle. The bottle speaks for itself. And the fragrance, my gosh, the fragrance is absolutely sexy. All right, fragrance number 3 is Ikat Rouge from Armani Privé. Oh, this is the love of my life. Oh my God, I forgot how good this thing smells. My God, I cannot wait to wear you this week. All the fragrances that I'm mentioning this week will be the fragrances that I'm going to be wearing every day. Look, when I reviewed this fragrance, I had a lot of things to say about it, and I'm going to read them to you. This one has some bergamot, it has some incense, labdanum, and then you have some patchouli, amber, and some guaiac wood. Look, when I purchased this fragrance, the first thing I said, after saying I would not purchase this fragrance because of the price, because it's a little pricey, I had to bite the bullet, okay? I purchased it. I'm so happy that I did. This was a love at first sniff for me. One of the best and deeper amber fragrances that I have ever come across thus far. And I have some great amber fragrances, but this one is so beautiful. I cannot believe how good this fragrance smells. Actually, I do. Because Armani does not release anything that is not the best. Okay? This is spicy, it's warm, it's seductive, it's a complete showstopper. People will stop you and ask you, what are you wearing, lady? What are you wearing, man? What is this thing on your skin? Are you planning on seducing someone? Well, this is the perfect fragrance to make this plan happen. Okay, I love amber fragrances. I love wearing amber fragrances, and I especially love this one. But this perfume here just talks to you. It just tells you, hey, this is where you are in life, in your fragrance journey. Try me, wear me out. If you have this in your collection during the fall season, pull this baby out and wear it, because you will love wearing it. I love this fragrance. My God, I absolutely love this, guys. Fragrance number 4 for fall 2022 is Gold Incense from the house of Carolina Herrera Privé line. Ooh, this has bergamot, labdanum, cedar, some incense, some Madagascar vanilla, and sandalwood. The person who reviewed this fragrance said this is a sweet, woody incense. She was right on point again. She said the dry down of this blend is mesmerizing. It goes very well balanced. It's a sweet incense with wood touches, cinnamon, sandalwood, incense, the touch of vanilla, and the marigold make this fragrance a winner. Okay, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It's quite beautiful indeed. Although I don't remember that I was impressed at first when I sprayed it on the bladder, but later on, after it dried down, she said, so pretty. Guys, I may sound like an idiot reading those things to you, but I'm trying to play it out the way that I think the person was thinking about it when the person wrote the review. If you've never tried gold incense, you need to go and try this fragrance. This is absolutely gorgeous. I have yet to meet someone who said he or she did not like this fragrance on me when I wore it. It makes me feel sexy when I wear it. Too sexy for my shoes, too sexy for my clothes, not sexy enough for my perfume though. I love this. The next fragrance is one of those fragrances that you don't hear a lot of people talk about. This is Immortelle by Athens fragrance. So this is an amber vanilla fragrance for women and for men. So it was released in 2017. I cannot believe it's been around this long. Someone told me about it and I just have to have it after I read the notes of this fragrance. So it has some cinnamon, some cloves, it has milk, brown sugar, sandalwood, and patchouli. This is a straight up gourmand fragrance, but with a little spiciness to it. Okay, it's very spicy. One reviewer said, I usually like borderline gourmand type perfumes, and this one for me is dead straight gourmand. She wasn't joking. This is one of your gourmand fragrances. Okay, she also said this is a first for her, but whenever she wore it, she smells different with it on, and she said that it's just heavenly on her skin. And then a few days later, the person came back and she gave an update on the fragrance. She said, I now understand true gourmand lovers. She said, I used to think it was ad smelling like food and always felt conscious that people would smell that about me. And she said, now I realize it's not for others to smell and judge, it's for me to wear it. She said, I cannot stop smelling the sample that I have, and then because it's absolutely intoxicating and she wants to smell it all year around. So therefore she went to buy one, and she said during the gloomy days in the fall, this will be her #1 fragrance. And she said this is her very first gourmand fragrance, and she feels like she hit the lottery when she purchased this fragrance. My dear, I absolutely agree with you. Immortelle is a very nice spicy gourmand fragrance, and if you're looking for something new for your collection, it is not a new fragrance. It's been released since 2017, but if you're looking for something new to add to your collection for fall, I would say to give this one a try. It's not too expensive, it's very affordable. I love it, and I'm looking forward to wearing this fall season. All right, the next fragrance is Wood Ambroisie from Maison Lancôme. This was released in 2016. I cannot believe, you know, those fragrances are getting so old already. Okay, this one has honey, damask rose, patchouli, and cedar. So the person who reviewed this fragrance said, yes, I have found an exquisite honey fragrance. This is honey done right. It's realistically and perfectly supported by a well-mannered wood. She is not lying. Rose and patchouli play a subtle supporting role in this fragrance. The cedar blends is visibly. This is wonderful and unique. Okay, you know what? Let's set everything aside. Okay, let's put everything aside that I just said about this fragrance. Let's just talk about the bottle, the packaging. Look at the bottle. The bottle is gorgeous. It's a beautiful bottle, and the magnetic cap, it's also beautiful, so you can travel with it without worrying that the cap will fall off in your suitcase. And remember, when you wear this fragrance, it tells a story. Okay, it makes you feel like a goddess. Okay, I mean, it just evokes this beautiful scent, you know, that makes you feel like you can wear this anywhere. Okay, you can wear this to work, you can wear it out to a party, you can wear it, you know, maybe for Thanksgiving, to dinner with someone. And when you wear this, you feel like you're just sitting on an island by yourself. I kid you not. I think since I've been buying this fragrance, I may have like maybe used 4 or 5 bottles of this already, and this is my last bottle. And I don't know if they still make it, but if they still make it, you should be able to find this for maybe $120, $130. And be careful when you buy it that you don't buy a fake, because there are some fake of this fragrance out there. But look, if you spend, let's just say you spend maybe $130 for this fragrance, this is a 100 ml bottle, you will not regret it. It's very long lasting. It is such a beautiful fragrance. You cannot go wrong with this. Wood Ambroisie from Maison Lancôme. I absolutely love this fragrance. I will never be without it. Even though my bottle is about 80% full, as you can see, I'm going to use this thing very, very moderately, that, you know, so it's never finished. Well, I have so many in my collection anyway. I don't think I will ever run out of fragrances. We are getting to the end of the video, and at last, if you do not have this in your collection, you need to check your pulse, because this could be your #1 daily fragrance for fall. This is Armani Sea Intense. This is the 2021 version. Look at this beautiful bottle. I'm not gonna give you a review. I think I have reviewed this fragrance ad nauseum. So if you don't have it, go to your local department store and buy this baby. You can get it at any of the discounters as well. This fragrance is well worth it. It needs to be part of your collection. I absolutely love wearing this fragrance. I cannot wait to spray this baby on during the fall. All right, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly apologize that I have not posted in a while. So if you like my content, please subscribe, comment, like the video, and share the video with your friends and your colleagues. Remember, buy the perfume, wear the perfume, buy the shoes, eat the dessert, as long as your body can enjoy it, as long as you are healthy enough to eat it, as long as you eat it in moderation. And forget about the haters. They are all haters. They are always going to hate. Be yourself. Stay healthy. I will see you next time. Bye. Love you.